But I made sure I followed every step. So every part was actually important. I can't say, no, this one was more important, this one was less important. No, every part. Just follow every module and you just get the best out of it.
Hello, how are you doing today? Welcome to this interview session. As you already know, 99% of those that I interview are people who have relocated but who worked with Vantage Migration while they were on their relocation journey. My name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to get admission, scholarship, study loan, or any other thing they need in order to successfully relocate abroad through the study abroad pathway. Isn't that amazing? Today, I'll be interviewing Barrister Olabisi, who just relocated to the UK. She just relocated to the UK, and we'll see when she told me, she said, Dr. Linda, I've relocated. I was like, I beg, come and talk to my people. Come, let's hear your study abroad story, right? That's really, for me, oh, I love this place. Okay, that's really what I want us to talk about today. Let me see. I think I like what I'm seeing here. I think I like it. Oh, okay, good. So I asked her to come and share her story with us, right? I hope you are here. Don't worry. Please pay attention. I'm sure she has a lot to share with us, and we're going to actually be able to learn from her story. And if you are relocated abroad or you are looking to relocate abroad, this is your opportunity. All right? I'm going to take this out of the way. This is the opportunity. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to be bringing Barrister Olabisi right now. I'm going to be bringing her. Don't worry, I was changing my seat. Okay, so this is amazing. I'm super excited. I have lots of questions. So let me see. One moment. Barrister Olabisi, if you're here, please request to join. Awesome, I've seen her. I'm super excited. Oh, I love reading emails from past Vantage Migration students.
Hi, Dr. Linda.
How are you? I can see you.
Good. I'm doing fine.
Oh, man, you're looking like a star. Look, see, let me confess. When I read Barrister Olabisi, I was already expecting you on, suits and serious. Like, oh my god!
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad to interview you too. I know it's not easy. This whole relocation thing, lots of little things to do, and before you know it, it becomes so overwhelming. But you've made it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
How do you feel?
I feel so happy. At least, my dreams finally coming to reality. Though I've not gotten there. I'm just starting though. So, yeah. And thanks to God and you too. I'm glad. I'm really excited.
Oh, congratulations. When I saw your email, I was like, please, can we do interview? I thank you for saying yes.
Yeah,
thank you for saying yes. I have a couple of questions for you and the other people that have joined the live session as well. If I see questions from them, I will also ask.
Okay.
But you're a barrister, right? What are you studying now in UK?
International law, human rights, conflict.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. International law, human rights, conflict. Okay, please, all the people watching, if you fall into trouble now, you know somebody that you will call. So I cannot make trouble now,
No, bring money, bring contracts.
That's good. I'm so happy that you are in the law line. What made you choose the course?
Well, it's actually a passion for me, though. People were actually saying that going to social work makes you get job easily. I was like, no, it's not what I want. It doesn't really matter. And besides, I think London is actually a place whereby they actually want the legal profession a little bit. And I'm thinking of relocating back to London after I finish my studies here too. Because I'm in University of Hull now presently. I'm in the Hull city. Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations. I'm glad that you're following your passion.
Yeah.
Life is a lot of things make people money, but when you are doing something that you like, it's like icing on the cake. You will still make the money, but now you still love what you are doing. You're passionate about it, so it's really good. Okay, so I'm going to jump into asking you, what is your study abroad story? I have this belief that everybody have their own study abroad story. Me, I have my own. What happened when I was coming and how it happened. A lot of people have interviewed. They also have their own, but let's hear from you, and then we can, start the conversation from there.
Okay, let me just summarize everything. I actually started when I finished my law school 2013. And I actually wanted to go to the US, and an agent actually told me, oh no, they don't give people study visa. You have to go through conference, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. I listened to the guy, and he said, I actually have to go through that. That's the only way he could actually help me with that. I said, okay, fine. So I applied. I was rejected visa 2 times. Okay, I tried Canada as well. I was duped of like over $1 million. So that was around 2018. I tried USA again in 2019, same story. So, and I came across your page on a sponsored post on Instagram. I was like, okay, fine, what's this all about? I was hearing about funding, I was hearing about scholarship, how you can do everything yourself. That was around 2019. I was like, I don't have money yet. Let me save. I don't want to waste Dr. Linda's time and all. So I waited for a while, and I sent you on a DM on Instagram, and you told me to send you a mail that I can pay in installments. So I saved up for it, and I paid twice. So I started the lecture, and it was quite interesting. So I did everything myself, and it was even smooth. Like, no stress, no headaches. I was getting my own personal emails myself from the school. I know what to do. I'm like, I beg, this life is like when you have the key information at the right place. I think it just helps. Yeah.
How many school? Like, tell us more. Okay, so when you finish the training,
when I finished the training, I put in for the school myself. I actually got 4 admissions. So I went. Actually, they were all cheap. You told us now, go for the cheap schools. So they were all cheap. I had my list. Actually, there was even one person that introduced me to an agent. I was like, don't worry, I will pay for you. They got me a school in London. I don't want to mention the name of the school. The school was offering me £18,000. I was like, what happened? Who did I kill? What? For what? How much is even visa fee? Like, please. So I was like, okay, fine, let me just do this thing myself. So I went to write out the list of the schools, and I was getting very cheap schools. Dr. Linda, if I said the amount of the school, you know, for real, like very cheap schools, and the difference was no more than £500, some 400. I was like, So I had to go for the cheapest, actually. So I applied to the school. I got a mail. They sent me what to do. I paid my school fees, got my cars, and I applied for my visa. And here I am. So that's just it.
Yes, I let me point out that, especially, of course, you're a professional. A lot of professionals are in that situation where, like, what they are looking for is a school that is just reasonable. Like, even if there's scholarship, they don't mind though. But by default, what they just want is a school that is reasonable, that have reasonable like fee. I always try to point out that scholarship is good and people should apply for scholarship, but it doesn't mean that if you have money to pay your fees, that you cannot do the thing sharp. Or most people, as I said, what they're looking for is something that is reasonable. Right? And which is that aspect of getting admission in a school that the tuition fee is very, very reasonable according to what you can do. That's a very good one, because a lot of professionals need to hear that. Sometimes some professionals will be like, I have my money to pay my fees. I'm not looking for scholarship, but they may just feel like, because Vantage Migration talks so much about scholarship, we only work with people who are going through scholarship, but that's not the case. So I'm happy you pointed that out. Congratulations. getting like
Thank
full
you, Dr.
admissions.
Linda. It's good to see your face, really. Like, officially.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was something else I picked from what you said. The whole idea of like false information, especially when somebody does not know how this thing works.
exactly.
If you don't know how it works, anything somebody tells you, even though you will contest it, but because you don't know how it works, last you're going to follow their lead. Like imagine that agent telling you you have to go through conference. Like let's call it a spade. Do you know that that is actually illegal migration? That method, because how it works is you go through conference. When the country gives you like visa to come for conference. When you come, you won't go back. That's how it works.
Yeah.
That's it. And what usually happens is that once you enter overstay, you no longer have papers.
Of course.
You came in with papers, but your papers have expired. So okay, you no longer have papers. Now these people start suffering. I was on BBC last week, and this is what I was trying to differentiate for them. They always feel like when people can feel that when people relocate abroad, now suffer, they won't go suffer. And I say, the people that are going through this suffering are mostly people who relocated the illegal way. Because when you relocate the illegal way, work becomes a problem. It's only the minor, small work you'll be getting that you can get without papers. You can stay for 10 years. You can't bring your family. Your mom can't visit. You said you can't come back.
You cannot leave, yes.
But look at this is what somebody was suggesting, and to them now they have information.
Yeah.
You understand?
Information is really key. It's key. It really helps, so because you just keep going around circles, you won't move forward and just be in one spot. In fact, but I'm glad I met you though. I can say that again and again, for real. Really, that funding part, I'll still use that part though. I'll still use that one, but not now. I'm really ready for it. I'm really ready for it.
Yeah, because you have the knowledge, you can use it. You know. Yeah. You have the knowledge, you can use it. Now, in fact, now that you mentioned that, let me comment on something again. Like, I think recently I was talking to someone that relocated abroad, and the relative wants to now relocate abroad as well. But obviously, they don't know how to help the relative, even though they themselves they are abroad. Because I always say, okay, let me ask you, please. On your way coming, when you reach the airport, did anybody stop you and say, this is how to bring people to abroad or something? This is how it works.
Nah.
Like if somebody is abroad, it does not mean that they know exactly how it works. You understand?
Of course.
But, yeah, what determines whether the person knows how it works is what they were able to learn, maybe on the way, maybe throughout the process. Maybe they got trained, maybe they did their own study. It's not as if anybody call you at the airport and explain to you exactly how these things work. You get so I was telling the person, I say, you're abroad, but the only reason you can't help your sibling right now is because, or your relative right now, is because you yourself did not learn how it works. I was trying to explain that. I was trying to explain to them that the good thing about learning how it works is that you know that you're there now and you have this knowledge. Let's say this time around you didn't have to use the funding. But if tomorrow you say you want to get funding in a school, you implement. If you have a younger one who calls you and say, Barrister Labisi, me, I want to come and join you in UK. You know exactly what to tell them. Even if somebody was to make that call to you right now, you know, you say a younger one or a niece or a nephew or something like that. You know what to do. So it's like you become a light. Or you're already a light in your own community, in your own family.
I'm an agent for myself and for my family.
You understand? So that thing is very powerful because now you have not only saved yourself, but you will save your friends and family from falling into people with wrong information, like the agent was telling you. And look at helping you go and grab two visa denials plus even extra.
Extra.
Spoiling people's records. So sometimes when some people talk about like they know they give visa, they know they give. They just take it from the surface. They know they give visa. They've not asked themselves. A lot of people applying for that visa. Are they really doing the right? Are they applying with the right information?
Of course.
Because because this has been happening to them, they know how to fish out people that are going for this kind of thing. You understand? So when
Yeah.
they see the application, and because even the agent, when you tell them to go look for conference, that's how you start hearing name of conference. Maybe you're a barrister now. The conference they will get for you is IT conference. Maybe you're not into IT. That's the one they will get for you that they will code. Then embassy will not say, how much of coding do you do? You say, no, I have not tried it before. Like, there will be so much discrepancy because, oh God, we cannot overemphasize having the correct information.
Yeah. And what I actually tell people is that when you're actually trying to how will I put this, keep or arrange your documents, make sure they are well labeled. Don't just jam pack your documents together and feel they will sort it out themselves by the school. No, it doesn't make sense like that. Just know what you are doing. And if you actually get an admission into a school that the tuition fee is quite cheap, I think if you can meet the requirement, why not just go for it? For instance, during my own time, I actually got a 6s in my WAEC, and the school asked me to submit TEFL or IELTS. I don't have any. So immediately I put in for IELTS and I got a band 7 and I submitted it immediately within 3 weeks and I was given an unconditional offer. So I was happy. Yeah. So because I know what I want. I know that, okay, this school is cheap. If I try to leave it and go to another school, that's the money to actually pay for extra fees. And how much is IELTS? So I actually compared the difference. And okay, this is just the best for me. So I had to put in my best and I got it.
That's good to point that out. Like, it's like a school is asking for something. Okay, let me give you an example now. It's like a guy proposing to a lady, and the lady now say, before I can say yes to this marriage, I need to see that you have rented house, you have left your mother's house.
Yeah,
so that now that thing is not a usual requirement. It's not every lady that will ask you for that. But if you're a guy and you really, really like this lady, and the lady now say, before she can say yes to that marriage, you have to rent a house. You will be in a dilemma, which is either you love this lady so much you go and rent the house, or you're like waiting there, I'll go look for another girl.
Yeah, of course.
We're not even going to judge you in any of them that you take, but it's for people to understand that going to rent that house in order to get that girl or that lady is also an okay way. Like, let's say you said they ask you for IELTS, even though myself I would be like, what? IELTS? Which school? Fuck you on the school, you know? I'm always like, I don't want to do IELTS, but it's good. It's like when you learn how things work, now you can be yourself. Yeah. So you see, you didn't just say, oh, okay, IELTS, I'm not going to ever write it. Let me go and look for another school. Why? Because you felt like the school fees is cheap. You don't want to miss this school. How much did IELTS say? You might go right now. So it was a very good compromise, in my opinion. It's a very good compromise because, like, it's not cast on stone. The most important thing is for you to know. Now, this is different from somebody who believes that without IELTS they can't relocate abroad. All the schools are going to ask them for IELTS, which is not true. You know, I don't want them to have that opinion. But if a school asks you for IELTS, you've tried to negotiate no other way, and you love that school too much without it safe, go and do it. Like, it's not going to kill anybody. Wow. Okay. a lot. And something else I took out from your story is how you were talking about, like, okay, when the schools were replying you, it's coming to your email, you're the one responding to them, you are in charge, right? Yeah. That's something else that is really very good when somebody's trying to relocate abroad, if they can be in charge of the process. Of course. When something is going wrong, you even know. When a school is telling you no, you even know. You know, being in charge is very, very good compared to there is somebody that the school emails, and then when they decide, they will let you know. Meaning a school can even ask them for something and they did not tell you, and you don't even know that you have gotten an admission if you were told what that school is looking for.
Yeah. It makes you be in time as well. Like, you know what you are doing at alert, you expect meals, and you know what to do at the right time. So no time will be wasted, actually. So that's just it. And then Canada, I'm still going to see you in Canada.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'll visit UK before then.
Okay, maybe.
Anyone.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Linda.
Thank you. And so let me ask you, I know that, of course, Vantage Migration Training, you mentioned taking Vantage Migration Training at the beginning. There are different things, but for you, what was that one thing that stood out? Maybe something you would be like, oh, this was the most important thing the Vantage Migration Training did for me.
Every part was important though, because I followed every module to the last, because I was like, fine, these things are there, but your mind is not just going there rather. Like, from the class 1, so I think I don't know how many weeks, I can't really remember because I took it late last year, yeah. But I made sure I followed every step. So every part was actually important. I can't say, no, this one was more important, this one was less important. No, every part. Just follow every module and you just get the best out of it. That's just it, basically. But that funding part, that money part, I know it's actually the best. Let me just say the truth. Yeah, it's actually the best though.
That's good. Yeah. I love what you pointed out there. You won't even believe, I was supposed to do this session earlier, but yes, I delayed. Now, why I delayed is because I was coming from a meeting with our students, right? And this whole idea of following the training step by step was one of the things I hammered today. Like, if you follow it step by step, you will get it done. But when somebody will come and do 1 and then 1 do 100, come back to 30, like, man, once you are jumping like that or you are not following the process, it's actually going to be hard. It's very easy to miss things. It's very easy to become overwhelmed. Of course, even if you're going step by step, it will still be overwhelming. But let's not say you are jumping all over the place. It's that kind of one that move from.
But the assignment part too actually helps. So when you do your assignments and you have probably a special note for your work, you'll be good. Just follow it every week, you're good.
Oh, like you are talking like you're in that train. Anybody that watching this now that is my student currently would just be like, did you people plan it? I was like, show me your notes. Do you have your notes? I was saying this evacuating student, I said, show me. If you have notes, tell me happily I have my notes. If you don't have notes, say shamefully I don't have my notes. I made them type it out. Because these things look like very simple tips. But when you see people that have succeeded through this process, I noticed that these are the people that follow the training step by step. These are the people that had notes and they were able to jot, so that if the brain forgets something, you can revert back to it.
Yes.
And
I even brought my book with me. My book is my jar. Because I know I'll be needing it very soon. Very soon. I paid for it now, so I must use it.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's it. For all the people that are watching this who are going to become Vantage Migration students any moment from now, hope you are hearing what we are saying. Please make sure you're coming to the class with your notes and your pen. And jot down everything, and so that you keep that note the same way you do when you're going to school. You'll be able to refresh once you're implementing. Take it step by step. This looks simple, this looks generic, but this is actually the real secret to getting results from Vantage migration process. That's really good. Thank you so much for pointing that out. So for the people that are watching us today, what's your advice for them? Someone that is watching me and you right now, I wonder, barrister have relocated, oh, where is my thought? Maybe let's advise the lawyers. Let's start from there. A lawyer is watching you right now, interested in relocating. Because sometimes you may be the one that will know what goes on in the mind of lawyers on the average. I don't know. Like, what could be the thing that is peculiar to them that you may want to advise them about?
Well, I just feel you should go for what you want. If you really want to probably proceed in going for law, put in for it. It's not a big deal, actually. And however, if you don't actually want to go into maybe LLM or stuff, there are still other similar courses or related courses that you could actually go into, like maybe criminology, international relations, and you can actually get your own master's in that. So it doesn't have to be compulsorily in LLM or something. So, and besides, for lawyers, you have actually various options, especially when you're coming to the UK. It doesn't really matter whether you have law as your background, for your first degree rather. So you can decide to probably go into related courses. So don't think because I'm a lawyer, I cannot go into this. No, it doesn't really matter. At least just make sure you have your, statement of purpose ready. Let it be beautiful. All your documents should be ready. Basically, it's no big deal. And the sky is your beginning point.
Thank you so much for that advice. And for all the persons watching us live right now, they may not be lawyers, maybe a lady. Are you married? Sorry, I don't know.
No.
No, single. Okay. So let's say, okay, this lady is a young professional or middle-aged professional working in their home country, but they are thinking of relocating. What do you like? Okay, let me give you an example. I know that there was a time somebody wanted to relocate, and then the person said, "My mom said I should not travel until I get married." Real life story. So, like, there are different things that affect ladies, right? In their own different way. And from your own experience, you may know some of the challenges that a lady may be passing through, a young professional may be passing through, or that may be a hindrance for their relocation plan. I don't know if you have anything to say about that.
Oh, well, if you're single and you actually want to relocate, I think it's advisable for you to relocate. I don't know. All I know is your partner and your partner, or yourself, your own plan and your partner's plan should be in sync. Don't allow anyone to tie you down in Nigeria or probably your home country and say probably you have to stay with him. No, I think it's just okay for you to leave your comfort zone and just achieve your dreams no matter what.
That's good. And let me mention this, even though it sounds like a joke, though it's reality. Several ladies that have relocated, single ladies, let me tell you, and this is a true life story. I noticed that their spouse, when they decide to relocate and they are single, their spouse or like their friend or fiancé or so has a way of fastening the process. A lot of ladies will be sitting and waiting for maybe marriage to happen before they decide to relocate. But I can bet that person that if you decide to relocate anyways, that thing you were even supposed to sit down and wait is going to even fasten itself. But secondly, in this world right now, like I particularly don't think that ladies have to define themselves within the confines of whether they are married or not married. Yeah, lady, you're a human being. You know, you have passion, you have things to do on this earth. People are waiting for you to blossom and manifest your gifts. If what is keeping you back is the fact that you are not married, or you want to wait, some people tell you abroad there's no husband, all those you kind of hear some things, you're like, wait, where are they getting this information? Somebody that is not abroad is telling you that abroad there's no husband. So how did they get the information? Because they are not abroad though. I don't know if you like, I'm just
I get the drift. Like, I get it.
Yeah. If you're even hearing that one from your friend who is abroad, who said there is no husband abroad, I can even imagine, even though that's not correct, but I can even begin to imagine. But your mom that did not travel is telling you that there's no husband abroad, and you now, the young chap, you have started believing something like that, right? So, ladies, if you are single, if you're married, even so, a friend of mine, she was single, she left. I'm telling you, she left to UK. She visited Nigeria. Like the spouse, the boyfriend proposed. Like she was so shocked. Because it's like, guy, this is my visit. I'm not gonna come again. No. I have to do this quick. I'm not even joking. When I'm talking, some people think I'm playing. I'm not even joking. This happened this year.
Wow.
Before the person visited, before they left to UK, they were married. Like, before they left, the visit that was like maybe 2 weeks in total. And they did not know they were coming back to get married by the time they came back, right? So, I see a lot of single people have that as worry. Hey, let me stay where
they shouldn't be worried about it.
Yeah, they shouldn't be worried about it. And if that really concerns you, which I know that some people may truly be worried, just understand that you relocating is an advantage that will further that cause, not a disadvantage, as people may think.
Yeah, they shouldn't tie their destiny in the hands of a man. Like, because the point is, if the man gets the opportunity to leave you in your home country, he will definitely leave you. That's just the bitter truth.
Yeah, true, actually, true. So I'm so happy you took the bold step. So please, from time to time, take picture. Don't say you are abroad now, you are too busy. I know you are going to be busy, but please don't say you are too busy. When you finish dressing, you are going to class, take picture, post it on Instagram, pepe us, grind us with your pepe. That's what they used to say.
Thank you, Dr. Linda.
With this your hair. See, everything when you do this thing, like you do it like from time to time, if you do it for like 3-4 months, you will see what will be happening in your inbox. Don't worry, later I'll ask you what will be happening in your inbox. You see what will be happening in your inbox. You will be like, Dr. Linda said this thing. I'm telling you, like, please don't be too busy to snap and post. Village people, I know that some people will be like, my village people, they will not have relocated. I know you're not like that, because if not, you will not even agree to do this live session.
Yeah,
but don't even let somebody whisper that one. Village people, don't worry, they don't need to cross ocean, they don't need to enter plane. They don't need to enter plane, they need to die in the air. So don't worry, they can't do anything. Don't stop posting. It's very good to continue to build that profile, even your professional profile as well. Because let's say you attend all these networking events, take a small picture, like take good pictures, post them. It will just help. Like when we look at your social media, let's be able, even if you stay in UK for I don't know how long, but let's be able to say, as also time, oh, she was in the UK, this is when she was doing her master's. Because an employer may be checking you out later. You know?
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
Another place, they'll say, she had multicultural experience. But if that thing is not, and they will not ask you, even if they ask you, it is not as strong. What you write in your CV is not as strong like when somebody can see pictures. When they can see pictures, it's a different ball game. So employers, we need it. Spouses, we need it. You know? Everybody will need it. Everybody will need it seriously. So please don't forget. Don't forget.
Okay. I'll put that into consideration. Thank you so much.
It's okay. Thank you so much for joining me in this interview. I appreciate you coming, and God bless you and prosper you.
God bless you too. Amen. Okay? Amen. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. You can exit, and then I'll close the interview.
Okay.
Thank you. For people that joined us, I hope you grabbed something from this. So first of all, let me give you some certain information. If you want to contact Dr. Linda and Vantage Migration Team, you have a question, you are planning your own relocation, you are hooked somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Whatever the story is, you want to start our training, you want to know how Vantage Migration works, the only way to contact us is via email. Send us an email, right? I'm going to give you the email address. Send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca. admission@vantagemigration.ca. All right? So send us an email. That is how to get started. That is how to get started. So please ensure you send us an email. Now, but even before you send us an email, if you just want to learn more about this, or you are really serious as taking this to the next level, start by attending our free study abroad webinar, where you go to www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. All right, this is the link. You can Google it, right? This is the link to our free study abroad webinar, where you get to learn exactly how this works, what it entails. So you want to relocate abroad to any of the high income countries. This free webinar is for you. And after you complete the webinar, now you will have enough information to decide whether this is for you or this is not for you. And at that point, all I want you to do is get enough information to make the decision. That's what you really need. Don't forget, send us an email. And I just want to put out, the word out there that I always love it when people who work with Vantage Migration Relocate, when they agree to come for an interview. It makes me happy, right? Because myself, I have to put myself out there. I've been telling my story, getting other people to benefit from my story, look at my story and use it to make their own jump in life, right? To a better place, to a next level. So I appreciate it when other people also tell their story, so that other people can pick from it and make that jump in life. So please, if you're a past Vantage Migration student, you are now abroad, send me an email and I'll be able to answer it. Please send an email. If you send an email and you feel like you've not been responded to, please send a reminder and we'll take it up from there. Click reply to your previous email and send it. Say, oh, I sent you this email. Just saying it because I know from time to time some people will be like, oh, I sent it, but you've not responded. Send a reminder. All right. I appreciate Barrister Labisi for agreeing to join us today in this interview. She's currently living in UK, and the way it is, I always tell you, if this is your first time seeing me, that's okay as well. But the goal is not, oh, you have relocated to Canada, you've relocated to US, you've relocated to Australia, you've relocated to UK or to Finland or to Switzerland. That's not the goal. The goal is global citizenship. A situation where you have perhaps dual citizenship, and you can go to 80, 90, 180, 190, or even more countries without visa restrictions. This will gladly open up so many doors for you to influence the world and for the world to influence you. So keep your eyes on the goal. Take good care of yourself till I see you again. As I said, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates and professionals who want to relocate abroad on how to do that successfully through the study abroad route. This is why I asked you to attend our free study abroad webinar so that you will know exactly what it entails. This is the link. Go to www.vantagemigration.ca. And after that, if you have questions you would like us to answer, send us an email, admission@vantagemigration.ca, and we'll be able to answer you. All right? Take good care of yourself till I see you again.